Hello everyone, nice sunny weather still, keep us nice and warm and give us a tan, good. And I think I could probably do with it being a little bit cooler, but anyway, this is all right. I've been away again this week, had a few things to deliver, so it involved taking a trailer up, and it seemed a shame not to bring something back on it. So I haven't bought any more tractors, but I did bring back my old friend. So I'll just show you this, and then we'll have a chat about what I'm going to do with it. Go on, you're all right. You may slide off.
What?
Looking lovely, that is.
Yeah, I know that, but a few hand signals would have helped.
I was giving them.
Yeah, right. I know just how.
So there I was, got it all on board, and I got it all strapped in, ready to go. And as I was leaving, I spotted something else, which I had seen before, but I just thought, what a fabulous thing this would be to bring back for the rally. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it on the trailer, but I'll show you that, and then a quick walk round to make sure all the straps are okay on the trailer, and then I headed back for Cornwall. So yeah, well, there it is. It's the Roadless. It's been sat at my brother's for 3 years, I suppose, waiting for his team to set about it. But unfortunately, with Brexit and everything that's going on, his Polish team went back to Poland, and he can't get them back. It's crazy. You know, they're really good people, excellent at doing their job, and because of the stupid rules that are about now, he can't get them back. It's crying out for work. Everybody's got work and nobody to do it, and that's why. So hopefully they'll sort things out of it. But anyway, there's the tractor. My intention was always to turn it into a 6.4 Roadless, although it wouldn't be genuine. I've always fancied it as a tractor. Thought it was a nice balanced machine, and didn't get. If it had been left for Graham's team, they would have done it. I'm not sure now what I'm going to do. I did go right back and say it's no good. Let's put it back as a 4-cylinder one. It will be worth quite a bit of money as that. It was originally a 4-cylinder super major, and it's got a roadless kit on it, so you could buy the kit to convert the tractor, and that's what that one is. But it's hideous. It was never any good. It was the wheels were in the same position as they would have been on a 4-cylinder one, and with a 6-cylinder engine, just poked it forward, turning circle was rubbish. So I've been flipping. I've got a really good 4-cylinder engine which I was going to put in it, but I've also got a really good 6-cylinder engine that came out of it. So that it's been a toss-up what to do. I took a proper super major sump and we cut it, sliced it down through, and we've added in enough length to make it fit a 4-cylinder engine. Four cylinders, a 6-cylinder. So I've got a cast sump, and it's also got the right pinhole to have an A-frame on it. So we've not really lined it up to see what's what, so that's got to be done. Still not sure which way to go. I've got two good 6-cylinder engines, and I've got effectively 2 back ends, one of which is one is a 4-wheel drive one. So I could make a matching pair. Whichever way I go, I could make a matching pair. So I'm veering back towards the 6-cylinder at the moment, but you know, I have been known to change my mind. We'll see. Anyway, I'll give you a walk around the tractor as it is now. I still haven't unloaded it, but anyway, let's have a look at that. So here we are. This is yesterday's load. It's not. I've had this one for quite a few years really, and we did get it up together and working okay, but it was never pretty. So it needs a bit of surgery, and that's what it went up to my brother's for. But it's come back here now because he hasn't got time to do it, and the big debate is which way do I go with it. It would be easy to put in a 4-cylinder engine and turn it back into an ordinary major roadless, but I've got a good 6-cylinder engine and I want to put that in. But this is a horrible lash up on the front. All that. So there's no actual tombstone on the front. I don't know quite what they've made there, but it's not the prettiest. Got to look at one to see how it fits together, but that's all going, definitely going to go. I've got enough bits to be able to put a right super major tombstone on the front of it. If I do that, the rest of the tractor is pretty good. It's got all the bits and pieces on the back. The hydraulics all complete. It's I've got a choice of engines. We took the aluminium sumped engine out of it, and we've extended a cast stump or a full steel sump to fit. Not sure if that's going to fit yet. That's one of the next things we've got to do. But as you can see, all the arms are there. It's got all the balls in. Even got a leveling box on it. Needs the seat changed, but I can do that. I've got one here somewhere. The cab's going to have to come off and be changed a bit. We know what we've got to do on it. It's a bit low at the moment. You bang your head when you get in, but I do want to keep the Fritz Meyer cab on it, so, and I've got plenty of bits for that really. So that's the project. Not sure when we're going to get it done, but it's come quite high up the list because it was a good tractor, went really well with the 6-cylinder engine in it, but it was just horrible. So I want to put that right. So there it is. I haven't even had time to unload it. Might do that at the weekend. Tyres are up, 38's on the back, which it should have. It's got fairly good wheels on the front, good tyres. It's been stood out far too long, but it'll be put in the dry now. Hopefully to change the engine over and get it running again. To do it with the extended front wouldn't be difficult. If I turn it into a 6.4, there's a lot more work in it. Still not sure which way to go. Still might put a 4-cylinder in it, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it for now. Okay, so where did this tractor come from? I've had it, I bet I've had it 10 years now. It came from a friend of mine, I guess. Unfortunately, he passed away, and his son was going to do it up. He was determined to do it up, and he lost steam. And so we did a deal on it, and I had to buy a power major to go with it, actually. And if you look carefully, I think you might see it in some of the photographs. I've got some photographs of as found. So we had to go and get it out of a wood. It was all in a wood, covered up, but wasn't the best. The wheel rims aren't the ones that are on it now. They were so rotten. I was afraid to blow the tyres up hard in case I blew the rims apart, and it really was in a state. Took me a long time to find a pair of wheels to fit the front. The back ones were quite a bit easier, although they're 38s, and you know, that's obviously not as common as a major wheel. Quite a few about. I've got probably 4 sets now, but it's you'd think it'd be easy to find, but it's not. So I've done a lot of work to find bits and pieces for it. It's when we got it back, you'll see in the photographs in a minute, we put it in the workshop and pulled it apart and messed around with it and got it to go. It didn't start when we picked it up, and I don't think it had ever run because you couldn't make the clutch work on it. The clutch pedal was fouling something underneath, and I had to get really vicious and get under there with a gas torch and cut a piece out of the way. And then we got a clutch, and then we used it. So I think it was a conversion that somebody had started doing and never actually finished, which is why it finished up sat in that wood doing nothing. So we got it going, we got it running reasonable. The 6-cylinder engine ran beautifully. You know, it would certainly pull, but it was never good enough. And so the next move is what I do with it. So what we're going to do now, and I'm pretty sure this will be the plan, is put the 6-cylinder engine back in it, take that horrible fabricated frame off it, and I'll put new side rails on and a tombstone, and then I'll just sit back and wait. You know, we'll get it running again and see what's what, and then see. What I might do is build the two-wheel drive back end up and make that into the 6.4 and see what that looks like, and if it'll be a 6.2 because it won't have the axle. But if it works, then we'll do a swap around. That's the plan. So, you know, what you're going to see tonight is nothing. There's going to be a few more on this one. So this is the Roadless project. I'm quite keen on it. Ian's quite keen on it. See if you can spot Ian when we're loading. This is all silent. It's all photographs, but you'll see him. See if you spot the difference. It sort of tells you how time has gone on since we bought it. But anyway, have a look at these, and we'll talk again in a minute. So that was it. That was when it was its first maiden voyage really. Took it around the yard and it ran well. 6-cylinder engine always seemed beautiful, 60s particularly. So we were quite pleased to get it going to the state we did. It's had lots of little titivates since, and you know, the final one was going to be when Graham had it, and unfortunately didn't get time to do it. So that's got to happen. Anyway, it's back here now. This is all I've really got to show you tonight, but and I'm not going to promise anything for next week, but we will be getting on with it in between jobs. There's one or two other things happening as well. Did you spot the power major on the front? I love my power majors, but it's funny, you know, that tractor is still up the yard, and I did get it running. Everything ran on it, but it got picked for spares, and while it's not terminal by any means, it will still go. But if we wanted a bit for anything else, I'll go and take it off the power major, and so it's stood up there. It's pretty sad really, because I think it's the only one I've got that's outside. I've just got no interest in it, but it's not for sale, so don't even try it. We don't sell much. Yeah, so that's where I've got to with that. The other thing, what did you think of that cultivator? It's a bit of a beast, but I was thinking that if we had that at the rally, we've got more space this time. We've got a little bit of playground, not huge, but enough room to be able to put your tractor on and see if you can drag that up through. And that's quite wide. I mean, usually they're only about, well, some of them not more than 5 foot, but that's got to be 9 foot, I reckon. So it's a big lump, and that'll test them. But it's all there. Everything's good on it. Feet are good, and the only reason it didn't get scrapped is because they couldn't get it on the lorry. So it's certainly not mine at the moment, but I think I can probably negotiate and get it. So that's it really. That's all I've got to tell you. I can't think of anything else. I've got lots more going on with the rally, and I will be coming back and telling you a bit more about that. But for tonight, this is tractors only, nothing else in it, apart from a bit of cultivator. So with that, I'll leave you to it, and I'll catch up with you. Well, for the rally next one, I'll be doing a few reports on that. So see you soon. Thank you very much. Cheers.